Today on MTG Unpacked, we're cracking open two of these Theros intro packs. So I found these online. I think this one was like $11. This one was $35, so a little pricier there. And if you can guess the reason why I picked these particular ones, leave a note in the comments. Okay, so let's take a look at what we got here. So looks to be a foil. You are a Planeswalker, okay. You get a 60 card deck featuring a foil premium Ember Swallower, 2 sealed 15 card booster pack, strategy insert, and Magic Learn to Play guide. Alright, and then this one, same deal, you get a premium Abhorrent Overlord. Okay, so this is a black and blue. And this is a red and green deck. Okay, and with me to do the pack blessings I have Chandra and Liliana. Let's set them aside. We'll dig into this red-green one first, also known as Gruel. So now let's get in here. I'm looking forward to checking these out. These look pretty interesting and could not pass up the price, at least on this one. That one was a little more of a decision. Okay, everything tucks nicely in there. Alright, we'll move this aside and take a look. So we have 2 packs of Theros. We'll do the pack blessings like so. Set those aside and then take a look at this goodness. So I think this is just one of those generic sort of posters they have in here. Okay, yeah, so this would be pretty good for a new player. So it tells you what you need and a bit about the various colors of Magic, the battlefield setup, how all of that works. And then on the other side, getting started, your first game, casting spells, parts of a magic card, attacking, blocking, and so forth, and some terms to be familiar with. Okay, so that is pretty good. And then, what is this other thing? Theros, let's see what the deal is with this thing. Okay, this is particular for this deck, I guess. Oh, there's Elspeth. Stand among heroes. Okay, talking about Planeswalkers boosting your deck with the provided packs there. Friday Night Magic. Aha, what is this? So some possible decks, I guess. Favors from Nyx. Okay, so check that out. Talks about what to do with the deck. Oh, we have a whole heap of them. Manipulative Monstrosities, Devotion to Darkness, Blazing Beasts of Myth, and Tussa's Army. Oh, okay, so we have Devotion to Darkness there. Okay, so these are all decks you can pick up, and obviously not standard legal anymore. They might have been at one point, but okay, so check that out. And then we'll dig into the deck and crack some packs. Hopefully we can get a God pull today. Okay, so put that over there, and here is the deck with a foil Ember Swallower. Let's take a look at this guy. So, Ember Swallower, creature elemental, 4/5 for 4. Pay 5 and 2 red, has monstrosity 3, so if this creature isn't monstrous, put 3+1/+1 counters on it, and it becomes monstrous. And when it becomes monstrous, each player sacrifices 3 lands. Very nice foiling there on that guy. Okay, so we will dig through here, check out the mana base. Probably a lot of mountains and forests. I wonder if there's any special lands at all. Probably not. They probably want to keep it simple because it's supposed to be an intro pack. Okay, so as for the mountains, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 of those. Forests 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I'd expect to see a few more red creatures or higher end creatures that need more red mana. So let's dig in here. We have a Satyr Rambler. He has Trample. We get 2 of those. Satyr Hedonist. So you can sack it to add extra mana to your mana pool. It's interesting that he is green and you're adding red there. So that fits in with the Gruul. Voyaging Satyr. So untapping lands when you tap this guy. So you're pretty much using him for extra mana, I would guess. Minotaur Skull Cleaver has haste. When he enters the battlefield, it gets +2, +0 until end of turn. It's just a 2/2 for 3. Nessian Courser, mid-range creature there. Root Waller, pay 1 and a green. It gets +2, +2 until end of turn. Activate this ability only once each turn. Alright. Satyr Piper. So the target creature must be blocked this turn if able. That's a good way to get rid of some of your opponent's creatures. Ill-Tempered Cyclops has Trample, pay 5 and a red. It has Monstrosity 3, so he could be a big dude near the end of the game. Borderland Minotaur, just a higher end Minotaur creature. You get 2 of those. And looks like a rare here, Polis Crusher. Creature Cyclops 4/4 for 4 mana with Trample and Protection from Enchantments. Okay, 4 red and a green. He has Monstrosity 3. And when he deals combat damage to a player, if Polis Crusher is monstrous, destroy target enchantment that player controls. Alright, and I would expect these decks, you could probably play them against each other. That would be a good thing. Maybe pick up a couple of them and play with your friends. Next we have a Nessian Asp. This guy has Reach on Monstrosity 4, so 2 of those. Stone Shock Giant with Monstrosity 3. When it becomes monstrous, creatures without flying your opponent's control can't block this turn. 2 of those. Nemesis of Mortals. So it's cheaper for each creature card in your graveyard. Has Monstrosity 5, but you gotta pay a fortune for it. So he would be a late game finisher. So we get 2 of those. Dragon Mantle, enchanting creature, draw a card, and giving it +1, +0 until end of turn when you pay a red. Lightning Strike, needs no explanation. So 2 of those. Magma Jet, dealing 2 damage to target creature or player, scry 2 as well. Destructive Revelry, destroying artifacts and enchantments, dealing damage to the controller. Portent of Betrayal. Sorcery for 4, you can gain control of target creature until end of turn, untap it, give it haste, scry 1, that's fun. Artisan's Sorrow, destroying artifacts and enchantments, scrying as well. Rage of Perforos, dealing 4 damage to target creature, can't be regenerated this turn, scry 1. You get 2 of those. Windstorm, deals X damage to each creature with flying. And this one deals X damage to target creature or player, Volcanic Geyser. 2 of those. Okay, so it's just a basic 60 card deck, no sideboard. However, we do have some packs to crack here, so let's see what we could add to the deck. If there's any green and red stuff that would be useful. Okay, we get Sip of Hemlock, Bronze Sable, Messenger's Speed, so we could use that one. Mnemonic Wall, Cetessan Battle Priest, Death Bellow Raider, we could probably throw him in. Baleful Eidolon, Annul, Wingsteed Rider, Wild Celebrants, destroying artifacts, so I don't know if we need more artifact destruction or not. Uncommons, Ordeal of Heliod, Hunt the Hunter, Prowler's Helm, and the rare is Pyxis of Pandemonium. Artifact for 1, tap, each player exiles the top card of his or her library face down. Pay 7 and tap, sack this, each player turns face up all cards he or she owns, exiled with Pyxis of Pandemonium, then puts all permanent cards among them onto the battlefield. Okay, so that is interesting. because each player, so it depends what you get there, I guess. And a plains and a soldier token. Alright, let's separate these apart like so, and second pack here, and then we'll dig into the second deck, the Devotion to Darkness. Okay, we have Nylea's Disciple, so that's one we could use. Lash of the Whip, Messenger's Speed again, Grey Merchant of Asphodel, Ray of Dissolution, Wave Crash Triton, Blood Toll Harpy, Benthic Giant, Voyaging Satyr, we could use that one as well. Spearpoint Oread, that's Pumping Creatures, Bestow 5 and a red, okay, we could use that. Uncommons Chronicler of Heroes, Dark Betrayal, Satyr Piper, which we could use, and the rare is Timeret the Murder King. Legendary creature, Zombie Warrior. Check it out. 2/2 for 2 in the Rakdos colors. Pay 1 and red, sack another creature, and he deals 2 damage to target player. Pay 1 and a black, sack a creature, and return him from your graveyard to your hand. Okay, so yeah, we would need to put in black to use that guy. That looks pretty cool. And an island and an ad for Theros here. Okay, so that was some good stuff. Looks like a decent deck. Next up we have Devotion to Darkness, black and blue. And I'm expecting much the same stuff here. So we get our deck, 2 booster packs, nothing else in there. We'll set that aside. And do the pack blessings before we forget about it, like so. And hopefully that'll get us the crazy pulls we need. Okay, so we looked at this thing already. That's going to be the same. Stand Among Heroes. This is the same thing, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, so that has the lists of all the decks. Let's get into this. Abhorrent Overlord. Foil. Leave a note in the comments what you think of these intro decks. Should I pick up any more? Check them out. Or have you picked these up back in the day? Okay, so we've got our blue and black. And let's take a look at the foil card here. We get a foil rare Abhorrent Overlord. Creature demon 6/6 for 7 mana with flying. When it enters the battlefield, put a number of 1/1 black Harpy creature tokens with flying onto the battlefield, equal to your devotion to black. So that means each black in the mana cost of permanents you control counts towards your devotion to black. Alright. At the beginning of your upkeep, sacrifice a creature. Okay, so we'll do that. And then swamps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Whoa. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 islands. So I'm expecting there to be a lot more black cards in this one. But before we get onto that, let's crack a pack. Because I just cannot contain myself here. This channel is all about cracking packs and reviewing Magic stuff. So let's get into it. We have Chosen by Heliod, Ferrozband Centaurs, Nylea's Presence, Minotaur Skull Cleaver, Traveller's Amulet, a Crowan Crusader, Cavern Lampad, Asphodel Wanderer, Two-Headed Cerberus, Wingsteed Rider, and Uncommons Rescue from the Underworld. Some cool artwork on that one. Perforos's Emissary, Ordeal of Nylea, and the rare is Sylvan Caryatid. Creature plant 0/3 for 2, has Defender and Hexproof. Tap, add 1 mana of any color to your mana pool. Okay, so that would be more useful in the other deck we had a look at. And a Mountain and a Soldier token. Alright, so next we will dig into the actual deck here, see what we get. Okay, Child of Night with lifelink, so we're going to get a couple of those. Returned Phalanx. So So this has Defender for 1 and a blue. You can make it attack this turn as though it didn't have Defender. Okay, so it's just a defending creature, not an attacker, unless you pay the cost. Blood Toll Harpy with flying. Each player loses 1 life when it enters battlefield. We get 2 of those. Mogus's Marauder. So when this guy enters, up to X target creatures gain Intimidate and Haste until end of turn, where X is your devotion to black. 2 of those. Undead Minotaur. Just a mid-range zombie Minotaur. 2 of those. Disciple of Phoenix. So what is this? When it enters the battlefield, target player reveals a number of cards from his or her hand equal to your devotion to black. You choose one, they discard it. Okay, 2 of those. Insatiable Harpy with flying and lifelink. 2 of those. Grey Merchant of Asphodel. So when he enters the battlefield, each opponent loses X life, where X is your devotion to black. You gain life equal to life lost this way. Okay, 2 of those. Next we have Horizon Scholar with flying. When it enters the battlefield, scry 2. And a flying creature. Minotaur Abomination. So a high-end Minotaur. Witch's Eye. What is this? Artifact equipment. The equipped creature has pay 1 and tap, scry 1, equip 1. Okay, so that gets you a peek at what's on your library on the top there. Boon of Erebos. So pumping creatures, regenerating, you lose 2 life. Ordeal of Thassa. Enchanting a creature, whenever it attacks, put a +1/+1 counter on it. If it has 3 or more counters on it, sack this. When you sack this, draw 2 cards. Voyage's End. So returning target creature to owner's hand, scry 1. Farika's Cure. Dealing damage to target creature, you gain 2 life. Glimpse the Future. So you get a peek at the top 3 cards of your library, put 1 in your hand, rest in your graveyard. And that was going to be my next question. How do you get things back from the graveyard? Well, you use March for the return. Return up to 2 target creature cards from your graveyard to your hand. Griptide. Target creature on top of its owner's library. Whip of Erebos. So a rare legendary enchantment artifact for 4. Creatures you control have lifelink for 2 and 2 black. Tap, return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. It gains haste. Exile it at the beginning of the next end step. If it leave the battlefield, exile it instead of putting it anywhere else. Activate this ability only anytime you could cast a sorcery. Alright. Lash of the Whip. So removing creatures, -4/-4. Rescue from the underworld. I think we had a look at this one before. So that was returning cards from the graveyard. Sea God's Revenge. Return up to 3 target creatures your opponents control to their owner's hands. Scry 1. Sip of Hemlock. Creature destruction and making them lose 2 life. There we go. And let's crack into the final pack here. So it's hard to say. I think I would lean towards this red-black one. Oh, what is it? Red-green rather, not red-black. This one is blue-black. Not sure. Leave a note in the comments which one you think is better. Okay, Cavalry, Pegasus, Nylea's Disciple, Stymied Hopes, Nessian Corsa, Wave Crash Triton, Opaline Unicorn, Staunch-Hearted Warrior, Yoked Ox, Voyaging Satyr, Wild Celebrants, Uncommons Karametra's Acolyte, Nylea's Emissary, Favoured Hoplite, and the rare is Polis Crusher. What are the chances? We saw you already, sir, so we don't need to go through it again. And a swamp and an ad. Alright, so there we have it. Let me know what you think of these products, and I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button for more Magic the Gathering unboxings, and be sure to tap the notification bell to be notified as soon as new videos are released. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.